So how is Sonic going to get out of this jungle? Hey everyone, welcome to Princess Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we are here with episode 5 of Sonic Prime. And yeah, our blue hedgehog is kind of stuck in this jungle world at the moment, dealing with the kind of feud between the quote unquote monster, which is really just this world's version of Amy protecting the forest against those who would over harvest it, let's put. And it seems like it's a minor issue, all things considered, but I'm just going to call her Amy for sake of ease because I don't remember the exact name it gave her. Amy is not having it. She feels like it's hurting the forest, hurting the wildlife and everything. And this world doesn't even have an Eggman, interestingly enough. But Sonic now has to contend with kind of both sides of this to try and get the Prism Shard and find his way out of this. It's not going to be easy, but we know he's going to do it. It's just a matter of how. I'm just really curious if he's going to have to like just fight his way through everything. But I guess we'll see. Now, I have a lot to record today, so we have to keep this brief. We're just going to get into this episode and see what it has in store for us. So let's check it out. Hold up just a sec. Before you click that link down in the description below to get to today's video, I want to remind you of all the awesome content we have both on this channel and the Princess of Gaming channel. Let's check it out. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So, he's back at New York City after that. And Knuckles is like, or Nux, I guess, is fighting for freedom again. Did he go back to a point before he saved them? But I guess he didn't technically save them, right? He just disappeared while in the middle of that room, so nothing was ever like truly resolved here. Maybe that's why he had to go back, why the shard brought him back to it, because he never actually fixed this the issues of this dimension like he did with the forest, the jungle. Interesting. That definitely caught me off guard. This episode was super sappy. And, I mean, it kind of acknowledged it with Sonic calling Amy sappy and all. But it's like, I'm fine with that. Like I said, I tend to like this kind of shit. I tend to be very schmaltzy. So, I did tear up. But there's also certain, like, bits of dialogue. That, like, the fact that he said he got to go fast twice, it's like, you don't need to do that. And then there's, like, that speeding dogs don't lie. It's like, why the fuck did you say that? That was not relevant to anything. It's like you just wanted to make a speed pun. But it's like not even just like from the character perspective. It's the writers. It's like that was an extremely out of place, random ass line. Just to make a speed pun. It just felt really out of place. I don't know how else to put it. And then on top of that, like, why did Amy, like, realize, or not Amy, Thorn, realize she was wrong just because the canopy was broken and the light shined in? I understand, like, the idea is probably supposed to be her seeing the light, puns and all. But was it just because it was her hammer that broke the canopy and, like, wreck the trees? Did that make her see reason? Because it seemed very sudden. It seemed extremely sudden that she just switched up. And I'm fine with them making peace with everything, and I like that the scavengers were proven to actually be in the wrong. And again, the way that Thorne handled it wasn't great, but she was defending the jungle from being over harvested in the way that they had been doing. She was right. They were taking and taking and not giving back. And not just taking like the berries and stuff, they were destroying and uprooting trees. They didn't need to do that. They were wrong. But again, she shouldn't have just handled it the way she did, but she even admits she snapped. Like, she tried to convince them. She tried to talk to them. They didn't listen. And so eventually it became too much for her. Like, she just had a breakdown, basically. She was so, like, scared and worried for the forest. She just had a breakdown and just went feral on them. So it's kind of weird in just how it's, like, expressed here. It just feels like way too easily resolved as well. I feel like this could have been done better. I like the concept. I like the idea. There's a lot of good stuff to this. But I feel like they could have executed it just a little bit better. And maybe if they had one more episode to kind of fully flesh things out properly, it would have helped. But like having this only be 2 episodes instead of New York City's arc being 3 initially and now going back to that, it's like it just feels like this was just thrown in just to have a different location. Maybe that's just me though. I do appreciate the idea of like Sonic learning to appreciate his friends more though. I really liked that concept and that part of it. But there's just aspects that I couldn't really get into as much. But maybe that's just me. Either way, I'm excited to see where this continues to go. And especially now that we're in New York City. Because I'm still waiting for the pirate shit. But yeah, I'm really interested to see what they're doing with Shadow as well. Because there's a lot of big setup for that. So I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll see. I don't really have much else to say though. I know these afterthoughts have been like super short, but I just I've said what I needed to say. So if you have anything you need to say or want to say regarding this episode, please put that in the comments below. And thank you as always so much for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.